Hey, good morning to you. I'm sitting in one of my favorite spots here in the park, and there's a road right behind me. So if you hear a bunch of cars going by, I'm not sitting in the street. The cars aren't that far away, but it is a still quiet morning for the most part. I was listening to this really cool thing on Audible, Napoleon Hill's Laws of Success, and one of the things it talks about is character. And character is a very, very important thing. I'm in the process of writing some stuff about character, and I don't know where all I'm going to publish it. I'll probably put it on my blog, and I'll probably share it on some other resources that I write for, and who knows, it might end up in a book I write at some point. But when we think of love, or when we think about love and we're applying it to a person, we're really talking about their character. There's a big misconception I think a lot of us have which is the difference between character and reputation. And that was what Napoleon Hill's book talked about, how your reputation is what people think about you. That's their opinion. That has absolutely nothing to do with you necessarily, and it also is not anything that you can control. However, your character is who you are. That's your harmonization with love. That's your harmonization with life. That's the real you. The character that you have, that's the real you. That is the product of your thoughts and your behaviors and your actions and what you do. So think about that. What you do can lead people to have certain opinions about you, yes, and that can lead to you having a great reputation or having a terrible one or something in between. But there's nothing you can do about your reputation other than try to maybe perform better so that people like you more. But ultimately, the thing that matters the most is your character. Who are you on the inside? And who you are on the inside is going to come through with what you do and how you live your life. So instead of trying to change other people's opinions about you, change your character. Who do you imagine yourself to be? Do you imagine yourself to be somebody who is great? Do you imagine yourself to be somebody who is successful? Do you imagine yourself to be somebody who is loving and therefore lovable, and therefore giving of love and receiving of love? Do you imagine yourself that way? Do you see yourself as that? Do you see yourself as someone who is lovable? And that's also a question. Do you see yourself as somebody who is worthy? And worthiness is a decision that you make on your own. Nobody else makes you worthy. You are worthy, but you have to see yourself as that. And trust me, I saw myself as unworthy for 35 years, so I understand how that can be difficult to hear. But I had to make the decision to see myself as worthy, and I had to choose myself so that I could operate out of that worthiness instead of operating out of unworthiness. And what that meant was I had to change my character. I was a good person, whether I felt like I was worthy or not. I was a good person, but I had to choose to operate out of a character that believes that I am worthy. And you have to operate out of a character that chooses to believe that you are worthy, because you are. But it doesn't matter whether I tell you that. It doesn't matter whether somebody else thinks that. That's the reputation side of things. That's the opinion side of things. And it doesn't matter. What matters is what you believe. What matters is what you think. And what matters is what you do with what you think and what you believe about yourself. That's going to come out in the way that you treat other people. If you're going to operate out of an unworthiness, you're probably going to operate out of a neediness. So you're going to be trying to prove yourself all the time. This is what I did for 35 years. Trying to prove yourself all the time that you're worthy so that somebody else will see and then validate that, and then finally you'll believe in yourself. But that's a really short-lived belief. It doesn't work. You choose yourself. You choose to love you. You choose to value you. You choose your character. It's far more important than anybody else's opinion. Your reputation doesn't matter, my friend, but your character does. So between the two things, invest in your character and choose to be the love that you seek. Harmonize yourself with the love that you seek, and then you become one with love, which is one with God, which is one with the ultimate part and the highest part of you. That's how you live your best life. That's how you operate out of freedom. And that's how you be the best version of yourself. So, today, choose to be you. Choose to be love. Choose to invest in your character. I believe in you. You're worth fighting for. I'll see you soon.